Today on the channel, we head back to the sewers with the retro Playmates Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle line with Bebop, Rocksteady, and Leatherhead.
The spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles unboxing and review. And today, we're taking a look at the retro Playmate style figures of Bebop, Rocksteady, and Leatherhead. But today we're going to dive into these ones. And Bebop, Rocksteady, I had as a small kid, you know, of course, growing up with the Ninja Turtles, I had these toys back in the day, so it's going to be a little bit of nostalgic purposes, a little reminiscing about days gone by with these two out of the package. But Leatherhead, I never did have, and I guess we'll talk about that when we get to him. But let's do this like we always do it on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, we're going to see where it goes from there, and we're going to start off with old Bebop. All Bebop and Rocksteady, like Bulk and Skull, Laurel and Hardy, Abbott and Costello, Lemmy and Domino, and Ace as well, just all kind of fit together. They just don't do as well by themselves, but we got old Bebop looking good right here. But definitely reminds me back. I had to have these two to square off with my Turtles. Always enjoyed the Bebop Rocksteady. I would say, gun to my head, hopefully it doesn't happen, but gun to my head, my favorite Ninja Turtle villains, probably playability-wise, was Bebop and Rocksteady. But you got the Turtle logo, of course, beautiful artwork, big plastic window, got Bebop looking off to the side, always looked really strange. On the back, you got the big cross-cell. The Turtles with the shells that open up, not for me. I didn't get them back in the day, not going to get those now. But we do get the file card down here, old school file card. You guys know I love that there. Very cool. Very awesome. No confusing this, even though it looks like the retro style packaging. You got 2022 dates all over it. You got all kinds of stuff. Check out the YouTube channel, Facebook. Yeah, he didn't have that back in 87, 88. That's for sure. Well, let's get old Turtles out and we're off. See you later. Plastic up high. See you later. Goodbye. Coming back like a boomerang. Then we get the old plastic prison. Oh, looks like he's locked in. Gonna have to get the old scissors out. Gonna have to free Bebop from this. Let's see here. Get that. There it is. One right there. Oh, and even his weapon rack is locked in. Man, I don't like that. I don't like it at all. And they do such tight lock-ins on these. They're very hard to get out. So, I don't know. It's not the end of the world for sure. But it takes a little bit longer than I would like to get these guys out of the package. There it is. Got the weapon tree there. Pull him out. See you later. Goodbye. What a mess we're creating here today. But we do get the weapons tree for Bebop here. He's got that gun drill. I always thought that was one of the coolest things ever as a kid. Like a lot of kids my age, of course, probably kids now that play with toys, your imagination would go wild, and I would have him drill into the brains of the Turtles. I would have him drill through the shells. Man, he was doing some dark things to these Turtles in the torture department. Of course, you do have a nice knife with him, and then you got a shield/garbage can lid. Always thought that was really cool. Very on point for a punk rock pig, I guess, at the end of the day. But old Bebop looking really good. Now the head, maybe it is the same, but boy, my head reminds me of a kid having this, that it was a lot pinker in the face. Maybe there was a variant or something. I can't remember, but it definitely does have pinkness to it. But definitely looks like a crazy pig that's been mutated, a big old warthog there. He's got a nice, very Road Warrior animal hairdo going on here. He's got the nice, very cool hair, but it is purple, which is very interesting, but we won't hold that against him. But it does look good. He's got the earrings in on his ears, the mohawk looking on point. Definitely looks like Bebop with the glasses. Got that big nose ring going through. Got the tusks out the side. He does have shells as shoulder protectors. That looks really nice. The poor turtle that fell for that. No elbow articulation, but you do get the arms to go up and down. You do get side to side, kind of at the forearm. He does have two gripping hands. Head goes all the way around, spins around, but no up and down on that. Both arms do go up and down, as you can imagine. No waist on this guy. You do get the legs that go out a little bit, but no articulation down to the legs. You get a little swivel at the hip, and that is it. Obviously, that's the way toys were back in the day. We had no problems with it, but it's crazy how far things have came, for sure. Get that sculpted in white necklace as well. It really does punch in some extra color to it. Really does stand out, even being white, and then, like I said, the black pants. And then he's got the chain, which would be really cool if this was colored in, but it's just black with the tights and pants. Oh, I've got the tail there all in black as well. A little color would go a long way on this one. for sure. He does got peg holes. I don't think he's going to fit on a ringside collectible stand. Oh, I take that back. He's going to fit all day long. So it's interesting. Now, some of these figures have super, super big peg holes. Some, like Bebop here, has a very, very skinny peg hole. So, anyways, he does fit on a ringside collectible stand if you want to go that direction with him. Speaking of going in another direction, how about we go over to his friend Rocksteady? Bebop, Rocksteady, two friends. We'll move Leatherhead over there. Rocksteady, very, very good. I also loved this figure. A very military-like Rhino. I always thought that was really cool. Of course, I was in the heat of the G.I. Joe battle at the time of getting these. And definitely, I wouldn't say the Turtles were my favorite collection at the time when these were coming out, way back in 87, 88. I was all in on G.I. Joe. I was into wrestling. I was into He-Man still. He-Man might have been done for me about that time. Star Wars was also, I think, done at that time. But Transformers, I was buying some of that. But Turtles were definitely in the mix for me. On the back here, we get a little glamour shot of all of the figures here, which is really cool. Old school cross-sell. Really, really do love that. Artwork at the top. File card, once again. UPCs, all that kind of stuff. But another very, very good one here. Rocksteady. Weapon, a retro gun. Oh, okay, a retro gun. There you go. I'm all for a retro gun, I guess. So there it is. Pull that there. See you later. See you later. Oh, off the screen. Almost knocked it over. That's the way we do it from time to time, as you guys know. Plastic Prison. Got to cut him out once again. So we're going to cut old Rocksteady out of the package. There it is. There's one. See you later off the screen. And we got another one. Bam. See you later off the screen. And can we get the trifecta? Bam! No, we missed! Oh, what are we doing? What are we doing? Missed it there. Up high, see you later. Off the top, man, we're making a mess. If you could see the mess over to the side of me after a couple days of unboxings, oh, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe what I'm dealing with here. The trash man, the recycling guy, they got their work cut out for them. Once again, you do get the weapons tree. You get the nice big buck knife. You got a shield going on, and then you got the retro weapon, as it's known, all in the gray color. I'm glad it's gray and not orange. It does fits a little bit better here, but you do get the weapons tree with Rocksteady, just like we got with Bebop. Now we take a look at Rocksteady here. He's got some bloodshot eyes. I don't know what he's been getting into, but his eyes are all bloodshot. But he does have a belt, and his belt was not even snapped together in the package, which is interesting there. He does have some shells on the side for protection, but it is a little bit of an army-like belt. Boy, he looks weird without that belt. I'm so accustomed with that belt being on. Just makes him look really strange. He does got a wife beater all in black he's wearing there. He does have a helmet on, of course. Got his camo pants and then black boots going on, black shoes. Articulation going to be the same as Bebop. He's got that forearm articulation. Arms do go all the way around. You get a little side to side, front and back, a little swivel at the hips. No knee articulation, no feet articulation. Head back and forth, not a ton because he is limited by that long football-like head of his. We've got the two big horns going on. Like I said, the bloodshot eyes, big old ears going there. Looks really nice. Definitely looks like Rocksteady. But this really does take me back. Once again, like I said, with Bebop and Rocksteady, two of my absolute favorites back then. And he also fits on a ringside collectible stand. Make sure you're getting Mattel stands. Make sure you're using discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. But there's old Bebop, Rocksteady. The old Dream Team back again. They're riding again in fashion here. So can't wait to have those guys. Have them with Shredder, Foot Soldier, and maybe Leatherhead. Now, Leatherhead's an interesting one. I did not have this one as a kid. I remember having opportunities to purchase this one as a kid. And for whatever reason, I turned it down because it didn't feel like a lot of this line, didn't feel like it matched the cartoon to me. It felt a little too small. It just didn't feel like what I wanted out of Leatherhead as a toy, which is really interesting for a 7 or 8-year-old to make that decision. Like, I want it, it just doesn't look good enough for me because, I don't know, maybe I'm different, but when I was a kid, pretty much anything I was eating with a fork and a spoon. I was just happy to get a new action figure, happy to have somebody new into my battles or my wrestling ring, whatever it may have been. And Leatherhead is something I would really like. A mutated crocodile sounds like the greatest thing. Alligator sounds like one of the greatest things ever. But this one just didn't do it for me as a kid. It has a timeless appeal to it. I do really have fond memories of seeing this one, playing with them at my friend's house, things like that. But this is one I did not own back in the day, so special shout out there. But Leatherhead, the swamp with weapon being his swamp gun, which is a very interesting weapon. He's also got a trap there with him. Very cool packaging. On the back, cross-sell, of course, file card, UPCs, warnings, all the usual suspects on the back. Playmates, of course. It says Crush and Mush Jaw and Tenderizer Tail Movement. And deluxe weapons. I don't know if they're so deluxe, but if they say so, see you later. See you later up high, goodbye. Losing things out of the package already. Looks like we're going to have to cut Leatherhead out, which is par of the course here with these as we've been unboxing them. They're all locked in big time. And very, very tight locked in too, which I'm a little surprised they would go so tight to lock these in. But they don't want these getting away from anybody, apparently. But there that is. See you later. Oh, off the screen. Oh, camera. We're going to just be a little cattywampus, as my grandma would say. Cattywampus here today. But how about this? You do get this trap. Always love this trap. Very, very cool. I feel like we got this in another toy line. Like, I had something like this as a kid, and I can't remember what. But this is very cool. This would be one of those cool things you could move into your G.I. Joe universe. You could get other uses out of this, but it is a working trap. Very cool for a trapper like him, trying to trap some frogs, as we know. He does got his shotgun here. I wish there was more color to this than just the red, because it's kind of got the design in it, like a young Waylon Jennings Telecaster going there. Very, very nice. I love everything about that one. Then we get down to the actual figure itself, and that's where things kind of fall apart a little bit, if you ask me. I do have the Super 7 version of this. I am very excited to open that one up. One of these days, we're going to get around to those Super 7s here on the channel. But I really do love the look of the Super 7 one. It's so much bigger, but it also has this feeling to it, whatever you want to call it. But definitely an interesting one here. You do get the movement on the tail. You get the movement in the head. The mouth does go up and down. You do get the legs side to side. You get the arms side to side. But boy, this is a very low center of gravity figure. Very kind of weird and, you know, just not the best figure. When I think of figures, I don't know. There's just something about this one. I don't know. He is an alligator. He is a crocodile, alligator, crocodile, crocodile, alligator. And he should be long like this. It's not like he should be standing up like, what is it, Lyle Crocodile or something like that. I mean, he wasn't that type of a character, but it's just the low center of gravity really puts me off of this one, and I don't know, maybe it's just me. I love that he's got the lobsters and the turtles around his belt, of course. He's got a holster here for his weapon. Got a nice hat going on, a nice feather in it as well. He's a guy living in the swamps, of course. Like a young Amos Moses that Jerry Reed used to sing about, I'm sure. And you know what Jerry Reed always says? That's exactly what he always said. But very, very good. I like the feel of this one. It does look good. It's just, it's funny. I just always do remember back seeing this at all the toy stores as a kid and passing it over every time, saying, maybe today, no, pass it over, pass it over. And now, all these years later, here he is in my collection. Righting a wrong in some ways, maybe you could say. But nice green color to him. Got the yellow eyebrows. Got the yellow back there. The kind of vest going on. Just really does look pretty good. He's got the knife sculpted in on the sides. There's a lot of little details here that you really got to look for that are really cool. I'm really glad the mouth opens with the teeth and the tongue. That is a really, really nice touch here. So not too bad on the bad guy department here. 3 villains, 3 really cool ones here that we've got in many different forms of action figures. I would never say these are the best ones, but I think for a lot of people, they're the most nostalgic, and I think that is a fair assessment at the end of the day. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? You picking any of these up? Let me know in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day and then some. And then don't forget about the Patreon, your best way to support the channel. Early access to videos, Q&As, you name it. A lot going on over there. And a lot going on over at ProWrestlingTees.com. You can pick up your own Turtle Anxiety t-shirt if you want to over on ProWrestlingTees.com and support the channel. And don't forget to follow along and follow me over on social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for Leatherhead and Bebop and Rocksteady, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.